So after finding the DFTs of two sequences, we got x1 of k and x2 of k. So here now we have to perform the circular convolution between these two sequences as we have done with circular convolution in time, right? So how to do? It is 8-point circular convolution, and here it is a function of the variable k. So here I will write k, and here I will write x1 of m, x1 of m, and here I will write x2 of yes, what is x2 of? So here it is k minus m, or yes, k minus m. Next, y of k is equal to 1 divided by 8, and here it is x1 of m and circular convolution with x2 of k minus m, right? So k varies from 0, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. If you see this circular convolution equation, we are not changing x1 of k, we are shifting the sample values circularly from the second sequence x2 of k. So we will keep first sequence as it is. So it is 8, 0, right? We will keep the first sequence as it is. I am not altering the first sequence, only you have to shift circularly the second sequence. Write 8 times, takes some time because the sequence is lengthy. So next, here I will write the second sequence. So if I substitute k is equal to 0 here, if I substitute k is equal to 0, so what you will get? x2 of minus m you will get, means the folded sequence of x2 of m, this one, right? So here what I will do is, I will draw the circle, I will draw the concentric circle, and here I will locate 8 points over this concentric circle. I will start from here, clockwise direction. First, this is my x2 of m, 0 is there, 4, 0, 0, 0, 0, 0, then 4 is there, right? So from here, if I take clockwise direction, I will get x2 of m. If I take this side, I will get x2 of minus m. Or else you can, if you start from this side, clockwise direction, anti-clockwise x2, if you consider anti-clockwise as a x2 of m, then clockwise will be your x2 of minus m. Both the methods are same. Either you can use this one or that also, both are same. Ultimately the final answer you will get remains same, right? So for k is equal to 0, you will get x2 of minus m, means x2 of minus m means you have to count the samples in anti-clockwise direction. So it is 0, 4, 0, 0, 0, 0, 4. So here I will write 0, 4, 2, 0, 0, next 4, right? 8 samples. Next what you have to do is you have to multiply, right? So you have to multiply these two. So how to multiply? So it is 1 by 8 times, see here, 8 into 0 is 0, 0 into 0 is 0 into 4 is 0, right? So all values you will get 0, right? You multiply sample by samples of these two segments, you will get 0, so it is 0. Next, substitute k is equal to 1. If you substitute k is equal to 1 means this becomes 1 minus m, right? So instead of start counting from this one, plus 1 means you start counting anticlockwise from this point. So 4 0, so 4 0, or else you take the last bit first, then shift each samples right by one bit, one position, right? So 4 I will take here, 4 I will take, then 0 I will shift here, 4 0, 4 0, next this 4 comes here, 0 0 0 0, then 0, right? Again you multiply, right? So what you will get, 8 into 4 is 32, and remaining if you multiply you will get 0 only. So 1 by 8 into 8 into 4 is 32, so 8 ones are 8 fours are, you will get 4. Next, right, this 0 comes here first, next you shift 4 here, 4 0 4 0 0 0 0, right? Again you multiply, you will get 0 only, so you will get 1 by 8 times 0, so you will get 0 only. Next, for k is equal to 3, this becomes 3 minus n. Again this 0 comes here, this 0 comes here, 0, and this 0 comes 4 0 4 0 comma 0 comma 0. Again you multiply, 8 into 0 is 0, and here rest all zeros multiplied with this one 0, you will get 1 by 8 into 0 is 0 only. And next here again 0 comma 0 comma 0, 4 0 4 0 comma 0. So again you will get 0 only, 1 by 8 times 0 is equal to 0 only. Next, this 0 comes here, so 0 comma 0 4 0 4 0, 1 by 8, and here also we will get into 0 0 only. Next, this 0 comes here, this 0 comes here, 0, next is here, this comes here, right, 4 comma 0 comma 4. So after multiplying again you will get 0, so it is 0 only. Next, last shift, this 4 comes in the first place, 4, next this 0 comes here, 0 0 0 0, next this 4 comes here, this 4 comes here, and this 0 comes here. Now this 8 into 4, so 1 by 8, 8 into 4 is 32, and remaining bits are 0, so 8 ones are 8 equal to 0, right? So this is the y of k. So hence I will write y of k is equal to first sample is 0, then 4, next 0 comma 0 comma 0 comma 0, right, one more 0, then last one is, this is 4, last one is 4. So this is the required DFT, right? So I will repeat in briefly, I will revise this one. So first you have to find the DFT of x1 of k, you have to find. Next find x2 of k. Next find circular convolution x1 of k, x2 of k. Next you scale it by 1 divided by n, x1 of k, x2 of k, and this itself gives you y of k, right? And this y of k is the DFT of y of n, and this y of n is multiplication of two signals in time. So this is how we use the property, that is multiplication in time modulation property, to solve this example.